Somebody cannot get over you. They thought by now they'd be over this connection. They thought it would be at least a little bit easier. And if anything, it's gotten harder. Okay, somebody has their eyes completely open to what your connection is and why they ran from you. But here's the thing. This person had been running so long from you. And you said, enough is enough. I'm not doing it. I'm dropping my bags and I'm going back to where I'm supposed to be. You were taking your time away from your responsibilities, your passion, from the people that really have your best interest, to chase this person without even knowing it. You said enough's enough and you dropped the bags a long time ago. And here's the thing, this person, they kept running. And they were so used to you being there, they didn't even think to look back and see if you were still chasing them. They finally looked back. And not only did they not see you behind them, they couldn't see anything. For miles and miles and miles and miles. And they wondered, when did I lose my chance? When did you stop? Because this person never truly thought, even if it was subconsciously, that you would stop chasing, stop trying for them. And once they realized that you aren't coming back, yeah, there's a shatter, aha moment of the deflection they gave you. And this is very interesting, because I don't see you knowing, or let's put it a different way. Everything within your heart is caring, giving, forgiving, and would want to at least see what's going to happen with this connection. But now in life, even though you have the ability to live completely by heart, and that's beautiful about you, you have to remember that this plane of existence, Earth, being humans, you can't lead everything by heart. Life shouldn't be all by just, it shouldn't all just be by brains or whatever. We need to still have that heart within the decisions we make. But this person's not good for you. You know it. You don't want somebody who is only going to show you they care when they're completely afraid that there's no longer the ability to be in your life. You've experienced this once or twice with them before. And that's another thing with this running. They were used to you reaching out by now. There's something I'm hearing. They see that you've moved on with your life. And now they're the ones watching you from the sidelines. This person, to be quite frank, is a little bit on the energy of obsessed with figuring out what's going on with you, figuring out if you're in a relationship. If you're somebody that posts a lot on social media, I see they're frequently refreshing your page and trying to see when you will post again, or etc. There's no shadow of a doubt that this person, they're not going to be able to get over you. That's how their energy, they feel it right now. They're like, I never figured out. We never knew what was going to happen. I see somebody that's done a lot of blaming outwardly, and now they're clear as they see. No, it was, no matter what was going on in their life, they're the one that chose to truly run from you and not even give you the chance to help, be a true helping hand, like somebody's it's emotional supporter, not fixing everything for them, but just being there. And we're gonna see what Spirit's telling you to do regarding this connection. But I do hear Spirit saying that Spirit is really saying here there's no need to rush in making a decision regarding your love life. Like, this person, they're going to come in and do some form of offer where they try to like, get you right off the table. Like snatch you up. So nobody else has the ability to take you from them. It's a feeling of control. It's not a feeling where they really want you because you can bring like this happiness and this fulfillment and this love to each other's life. You have other options in love. I hear that no matter if you're talking to somebody right now or not, this connection is karmic. But there is an unfinished story. There is something here about either having another conversation or being able to close out a contract. But Spirit is definitely wanting us to help you see the timeline of what happens if you don't let this go. And then a timeline if you do let it go, what happens regarding the rest of your future and love. This person, if you would take them back, it would be a cycle repeat. But we need you to understand why. We need you to see how much this person would be rocky to your foundation. That all the growth you've done, they're not meant to be somebody that's sitting there beside you. I think this person's much more comfortable being on the sidelines. But now they see enough is enough. I could have lost my chance, and that makes me want you even more. So, regarding them, they are going to come and take a step up to you. Yeah, there's no shadow of a doubt about it. This is somebody who I consider, honestly, kind of like a master manipulator. It's easy to see how they fog, and they can fog things up within your brain. When you start thinking about them, what I see is you don't have any very, very recent interactions where the version they are in your mind and the way they speak and etc. is so much more kinder or a better person than they really are, to be quite frank. They haven't actually truly transformed during this time. We'd be having a different conversation. If during your time of separation, they really had been doing the further growth, figuring out how to master all of what's within themselves, we would be having a different conversation about what that next step is. The Spirit would be encouraging, if you two have this unfinished story, I see both energies, both souls are choosing to do the work and are going to be the ones who are in charge of their happiness at the end of the day, not let somebody else dictate it. And that you are good for each other. If that's what the energy was here, this would be a totally different reading. There's no shadow of a doubt that they're not supposed to be in your 2026. I can feel some of you crying here because you're probably hoping I was going to switch these cards over and tell you, no, you know what? This person has transformed. This person has changed. And it really does feel like there's also this sense of this person likes to be in relationships that make things easier for them, not in the sense of each other. They at one point probably picked another relationship or a dynamic over you because they felt like they would have an easier life or existence with that person. But it looks like this person also, who's ever connected to them, got tired of their bullshit as well, and has stopped feeding into their energy, or even feeding their habit is what I'm hearing, and that can mean more than one thing. They're not supposed to be part of your life. When they come in and they say these words to you, they know exactly what to say to get you to open the door. You need to remember that. No, I'm not saying you're easily manipulated. You're not. You're not easily manipulated. But this person had your heartstrings for so long. And it's been a very long time since you talked. But Spirit, these cards are going to tell you, if you were, it's going to show us the timeline if you were to actually let this come back in. If you were to actually let this come back in, fight all of your instincts that are telling you, no, don't do this, for just with that feeling of the fireworks or sparks or the impulsivity, that part of you being like, no, I want to bring this back into my life. If you were to actually do that, if that was your next step, what would happen to your future? Well, two things, okay? You absolutely, no matter what, you would learn a lot of lessons about the right of will, meaning the choice of freedom. And I really see that it would lead to, the feeling I have here is it's like everything's drained. All emotion. This person is the type of individual that like sucks one dry, like energetically, and will go forth only once they see there's nothing left. And this means more than romantic. They've done this to friends, they've done this to family. I don't say this lightly because I don't think you really ever really knew all of this about this person. Your timeline, if you allowed them back in and you gave into this impulse, to this what if, because that's all you, let me tell you something. The what if and who you see them to be, the highest version of them, even though that could be possible, who they're choosing to be in their lifetime isn't this person. If you let them in, they would drain you dry, like in more than one plane of existence. Financially, physically, emotionally. And you are deserving of a person that's risen from the ashes like you. You're deserving of somebody that wants nothing but to build and love you for exactly who you are. And you have that coming in 2026, but this will fuck it up if you choose to let it in. And I don't say that lightly. I know that love for you, your version of love, you have decided and settled that, okay, maybe it's too good to be true. You've started to believe, you're like, you know what? Look, I know there's true love. I know that I'm going to find something that brings me abundance and happiness. But maybe the intensity of what I thought love could be really is only in the movies. It's not. It's just raw. It's rare. And it's meant for you. I see 2026 you having your realistic fairy tale. Like, your version of love is real. And you need to let yourself move forward from this so you can meet and be attracted to whoever that is, or for spirit to pull the blinders back from who it is in your life. So if you do decide to let this person go, to not let them follow you into 2026, to end that cycle, this is what happens. You will be attracted within to somebody, a new energy that is not afraid to show you their dark right at the beginning. And that doesn't mean somebody that's karmic. That means somebody that's like, hey, this is me. This is fully me. I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm caring. I'll do anything for the ones I love. I'm a good person, but I also have these traumas. I also have these issues, and etc. Like, you are attracting a person where anything is possible for you two to get through together, because both of you are choosing. It's an interesting feeling. Both of you are choosing to rise above everything you were taught to believe in love. You know, these unspoken, like, games and rules that are played within, like, dating, like when you're in the dating part of your life where you're getting to know somebody. There's like these unspoken ways of having to talk, when to talk, what to say, how to say it. And it becomes so, like, ingrained within us. And I see with these two people, it's like you both spend quite a bit of time not worrying, but wondering, am I saying things, am I following that thing correctly? I don't want to do something too soon, too late. And with this connection, there's no possibility of doing that, okay? Because fragile connections, things that don't have any actual energetic connection, the ones that are going to shatter based off of those little check marks not being met, are things that are not meant to be in your life. You're going to have somebody who not only you pour your cup into, but they pour into yours. Spirit wants you to know you were not meant to settle in love. And if this person was deserving of you, who was prior, they would have made a lot of different choices and decisions by this time. They had the ability to have a certain timeline with you, but you remember freedom of will, left path, right path choices. I'm telling you, never make anything fit. But they have had enough chances. They ran that course, and your destiny is aligning with somebody else. So, going into 2026, we know this is the connection that anything is possible with, this newfound love. What does Spirit want you to focus on for step one out of this reading? What you do have control of, or you should open up to? Well, it looks like there is air and water placement within your connection. Okay. And it looks like both people completely are... See, your first conversations are really going to be not in a way of a trauma dumping, but really about, like, what you've been through. And, like, recognizing the healing, though. Like, your conversations with this person, they're of reflection instantly. And they're like, I'm healed now. I've gone through this in my life, but I'm healed. And if anything, I'm grateful for it making me who I am today. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't the things I've been through. It just shows that right from the beginning, there's such an authenticity and magnitude between you and this person. So you should allow this new love to thrive in your life. Go forward into 2026. This is collective. Takes what resonates. Some of you have already met this new love and it's formulating, or you're going to meet them in 2026. But the thing that Spirit's reminding you is you have to get out of your comfort zone. Allow yourself to get into spaces where you can meet new people. And also know that when Spirit's putting the ball in your court, to take a leap of faith to somebody, to say hello, or put yourself in the position where somebody can come say hello to you.
One of the companies I am an ambassador for is called Marcozo. Love them. Most of the jewelry you see me wear is from Marcozo. I'm sporting the Archangel Michael ring, Poseidon's ring, Zeus's ring, and lastly, but definitely not leastly, these chains paired with a raven pendant that represents honoring the All-Father Odin. As you can see, the theme of Marcozo mainly is mythology, but they have plenty of other stuff as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go into the description of this video, and the link to Marcozo is going to be right a little bit down in the description. If you're on any other platform, simply go to your URL and type in marcozo.com. I'm going to put my discount code up here for you. And if you use my discount code, you're going to get a phenomenal discount. And not only that, you're going to be supporting yours truly directly. So head over to marcozo.com and see what calls to you. That's what I got for you today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.